So this is first stage of day 2. It's actually stage 1. So it's actually stage 1, day 2. This one is a kind of a long range emphasis stage. You start in a box, you engage a bunch of paper part targets on the way to your long range barricades. There's a little bit of long range pistol plates, not long, maybe 30 yards, 40. And then you move into you ditch the pistol, pick up your rifle, and there's 2 VTAC barricades with flash spinners that are between 8 to 10 inches, or maybe 10 to 12, we're not sure, at 250, 275, and 300 yards. And you have to engage them each once from 2 positions on the VTAC. Then there's some paper on the way, another VTAC barricade, and engage all 3 of those targets again from 2 positions on the VTAC.
So it is warm-up pistol and then 12 long-range rifle hits.
Pretty much, with a little bit of close paper in between.
All right, Captain Red Dot, let's see if we can do it.
Captain Red Dot! Come here.
Yep.
Circle on the left and then the squares. Hit! 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 Red dot. Circle on the right and the 2 squares. Hit! Hit! Hit!
Bottom first.
Hit! Hit!
Right. Right.
Hit! Hit! No, second position. Second position on the VTAC.
You got it, sorry.
Hit! Hit!
Right. Leave it. One round at each. All right, bottom.
You have 100 seconds. Hit!
Right.
You already shot that one.
Just off to the right.
Hit!
Top. Just off to the right.
Hit!
Oh, one more.
One more.
Right and high.
Hit!
Start at the top one.
You have 40 seconds.
Starting at the top. Right. Right.
Hit!
Middle.
Hit!
Woo!
I'm not sure
Nice.
Hit! 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 Hit. Hit. Hit.
Miss a 10. Miss a 2. Miss at 11. Miss at 6. 1. 12.
Hit.
10 o'clock. 10.
Hit.
Hit. No, he's still got one more.
Get the middle one.
No, the toppest one. The white. 9 o'clock.
Yes.
9. You're favoring, you're hitting left. 9.
Hit.
Top. Yep. 2. 2. 5. Close. 4. 7. 8. Way low 6. Way far right 3. Way far left 6. 6 low.
You have 80 seconds left.
Move on to a different target.
Middle.
Hit.
Bottom.
Hit.
Top. 11. Way low left right. Left. Excuse me. 6 low. Just under it.
50 seconds.
Just under it. Move on, Ian. 6.
Bottom.
You have 40 seconds.
Middle. Top.
Bottom one was a hit.
Hit! That hit on the top.
Hit on the top.
Hit!
Hit on the middle. All three are hit.
Bottom. Middle. Top.
6 o'clock low. 6. At 5. 6 way, 7
Stop.
way low. Time.
I'm not sure clear.
All right, so we just shot the stage. How'd it go?
You did great. I did satisfactorily.
Okay.
Especially coming off of yesterday and having a better understanding of what I'm capable of myself. I did 8 of the 12 hits. I'm okay with that. I'd have loved to have gotten more, but the problem was just my dot's doing this. I can't hold steady enough. You were calling hits for me.
I was calling locations of miss. 12, 1,
And-
7, 6, 5.
And I just wasn't able to use that information.
By the way,
Because
for someone
I had,
that can use it, I'm
I
sorry.
had too much error in where I was shooting already. It just, that's something that it's a skill I have not built yet, that kind of long range shooting.
I'm going to recommend, and you may or may not want to do this, and not everyone would agree, but having some sort of small vertical grip here would help you on barricades because you can lock it into the barricade and then grip around it.
Yeah, possibly. I was kind of doing that on the magwell. I was
think
pushing against the magwell.
It's better out.
Okay.
I think you should try it.
Okay.
Another thing you want to talk about here is when you're calling shots for someone, saying right, left, low, high helps. Giving clock positions, if they're able to utilize that data, helps more.
Yeah.
Miss at 2, miss at 3, 6 inches, miss at 6, way low, miss at 11, that's far more useful data than high, low, right.
Yeah.
And I've had that happen at matches where someone said right, and I thought they meant I needed to aim right. If they had told me, you're hitting it 2, then I know what that means.
Right.
So clock position is very valuable.
Yeah.
On this one, I shot the red dot. I was told, according to the guy running it, I was the only guy to clean the stage with a red dot.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know if that's true or not. That's
There
what he
aren't
said.
a whole lot of people crazy enough to do this with a red dot. And you cleaned the stage.
And there's a moment of match honesty here, because at one moment I thought there was one target I didn't get, and I'm like, okay, I'm leaving it. I'm going to leave that one behind. And the RO came to me afterwards. He goes, you got it? He goes, just as you said, I give up on it. He goes, that's when that round hit and I didn't call it. So I actually got it clean. I didn't know that I did it first.
Yeah.
One thing that I think you just had some introspection that's valuable. You said that you are now understanding more of your capabilities and shooting this stage in that context.
Yeah.
And isn't that what this stuff's about?
It's exactly what this... Well, that's what all competition is about. But here in particular, Hard as Hell is designed to push everybody over the edge somewhere.
Yep, and I fell off the edge on one stage yesterday.
Yeah.
So the reality is this is the best. The harder the match, the more likely you are to find your boundaries.
Yep.
And the more of a litmus test it is of your skill and gear.
And that's when you learn things.
Yeah, but for a moment, you have to have this cognitive pain where you're like, oh, this sucks. I don't like this. This hurts. And because failing hurts, but failing is when learning occurs. And I think a day later, after sleeping on it, we both learned something.
Yeah.
And you learned, okay, fine, I may not finish all these, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot these within context of my skill set.
Yeah.
And that's valuable in the real world, too.
It's true.
Engaging a target that you know, this is not something I can hit. It's a waste of time and ammo. You may need to suppress.
Right.
But the reality is, if you're not going to hit it, you're not going to hit it.
Yep.
Right? You might be lucky.
Optimism is one thing, but knowing reality is also valuable. You have to balance the two.
The only way to find that out is to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
So
stage design thought, the pistol was basically worthless.
it was.
Although, what occurred to me is, in some ways, this is a 2-level stage. If you come into this as a much more novice shooter, your learning experience may be that pistol. It may be that a plate this big at 30 yards is your really challenging thing. But at the same time, we also have the rifle element of the stage for guys who are like, that pistol, bam, 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 done.
So let's put that in context. The pistol was worthless to you. There are people.
The pistol was not a challenge to me.
There are people to hear that it might be.
Exactly.
And so that pistol stage, while to you was relatively easy with a red dot Glock, may not be as easy for the guy with his iron-sighted, I don't know, M&P.
Honestly, I think for both of us, that pistol stage was, maybe you had to think about it a little bit, but it was not going to present a substantial
I will
challenge.
admit that it was not challenging for me either.
Right.
But I'm not saying that that's not valuable for someone else.
But what's cool about the stage design is you can have learning for a more novice shooter and learning for a more experienced shooter in the same stage.
And the reality is we see a lot of people that are pretty good with their rifle and pretty bad with their pistol.
Yeah.
People don't practice enough with their pistols.
And then there's people like me who clean the pistol and then have trouble with rifle.
We've also learned, and we talked about this, I think that you're using steel-cased ammunition in your Glock isn't the right answer.
Yeah. I'm going to keep doing it through the rest of this match because it's what I brought, but I think the next time I buy ammo, I'm going to spend that extra 1.5 cents per round and get something brass-cased instead of tool ammo.
And we're using steel-cased in our rifle, and a lot of guns can, but your Glock, your magazines aren't handling it well.
I think this 33-round mag is getting a little dirty from all the dust out here. And between that and the extra little bit of friction that you get with the steel ammo.
And tension over the length of a magazine of that length.
Yep.
And the dirt that's out here.
Exactly. It all...
that might work in a really pristine environment, but all our gear right now is filthy.
Yeah.
It's all covered in moon dust.
Yeah.
And that's happening here.
Yep.
So keep that in mind. All right, we got 3 more of these.
3 more and a relay match.
3 more and relay, so stay tuned.